Winfrey Carter.
Present.
Ms. Burns is not in. Ms. Mashat.
Present.
Mr. Pfeiffer is not in. Mr. Jarrett is not in. You have 5 members present.
We have 5 members present. It is now time for the reading of the disorderly persons city code subsection. Any person that persists in disrupting this meeting will be in violation of Flint City Code Section 31-10, disorderly conduct, assault, and battery in disorderly persons, and will be subject to arrest for a misdemeanor. Any person who prevents the peaceful and orderly conduct of any meeting will be given 1 warning. If they persist in disrupting the meeting, that individual will be subject to arrest. Violators will be removed from the meetings. It's time for requests for agenda changes and/or additions. Are there any requests? I do have one. Go ahead, Madam Clerk.
Sorry. I'm asking for an agenda change on behalf of City Assessor Stacy Bassey. She has a class to attend, but she wanted to provide some information. Just one moment.
Is it regarding funding for the Hope Initiative?
Yes, and a grant from the county treasurer. A grant, the county, yeah, oh, yes. And she's asking for a special order before public speaking because she does have to leave shortly, but she wanted to share this information with you.
All right, I will order the special discussion item. We'll do about 10 minutes, whether she needs it all or not. We'll give her 10 minutes to discuss the HOPE program, which the HOPE initiative and funding for which offers 50% off of property taxes for residents in need. And we'll do that before public comment. I'll order that without objection. All right. Are there any more agenda changes or additions? Seeing as how there are no more agenda changes or additions, we will start our special order of item for discussion. Was Stacy Massey, will you please join us at the lectern?
Good evening. So for the last, well, it's probably been the last year, I have been working with community or Rocket Community Fund, which is a branch of Rocket Mortgage. It is a nonprofit that is helping with homelessness and trying to reduce tax foreclosure. In that process, they have given 2 grants to Genesee County and the Legal Services of Eastern Michigan to allow 2 new employees to be at both locations to help promote our HOPE exemption. So what this is going to do is hopefully reduce the amount of tax foreclosures, I think, because right now we're looking at quite a few for this year. So when they come in, like right now, they have everybody coming in for the 23 taxes. They have all their tax information with them. So Robin, who is the person for the county, has our applications, and she can help them fill those out right there. Because what we find is that if they send them to us, they get lost between us and the county. And so that will take a huge, it takes a huge load off our department because they'll get all that information for us. They're also going to be traveling around to different locations, like at the senior centers, they have a couple events going on. So they'll be going there. Somebody from my department will also be going there until they're well-trained. So this is a great thing for City of Flint. And if it goes well, we're hoping to get other different types of grants at the county to help our residents.
Thank you. Does anyone have any questions? All right, I'll take a couple of moments. Could you go ahead and just let everyone know what the HOPE initiative is?
So the HOPE initiative is our home ownership property exemption, and this helps our residents that are low income. It gives them a 50% break on their property taxes. So this helps those that aren't able to afford their property taxes, gives them a little bit of a boost to stay within their homes, because we don't want anybody to lose their homes due to property taxes. So this is really, really, I feel that this will be a huge help for a lot of people.
And I know in the city of Flint, it starts at, I think it was 30 or 31,000 for one person in the household. But as you have multiple people in the household, then that number does go up.
Correct.
And so there are a lot of people who may qualify and just think they do not, but they may qualify. Correct.
Yes. And this will get it out to more people than what we've been able to reach. And with them going out to the communities in different areas that we can't because we work full time. And this is what they're designated for. And then starting I think next week or the week after, we'll start doing press releases. The county will be doing some, and so will legal services. So the word will really be getting out there a lot more.
Thank you. And again, this is the homeowners property exemption program. And again, this is for money off of property taxes. We unfortunately have dealt with a lot of properties that ended up being reverted back. And we've had just a horrible time with people purchasing properties and people losing homes right from under them. So this is one of those things that is designed to help keep residents inside their homes, keep them with home ownership, and keep that generational home ownership happening. And you said that they are now able to, in addition to coming to the city, that if they're at the county already, that they will be able to fill out for the City of Flint Hope Initiative right there at the county.
Correct.
Okay, but that doesn't negate if they happen to come down to the city first, they can still fill it out here as well.
Correct, they can.
Yes, and then you also stated that there will be some well-trained traveling staff that will also go to some of our community centers to help some of our seniors who may be in need of help to fill out the paperwork.
Correct, and they'll be advertising when they're moving around, because we'll have some at our North Center as well. We're going to plan some events up there to get them up there for those residents up there that aren't able to travel to the city.
Right, thank you. And I do want to say it's been a pleasure working with you. This new percentage that was introduced last year, the reason I introduced it was because I was trying to get property taxes frozen, right? Or trying to, so that, or get them grandfathered in. And of course, after conversations with you, conversations with the state, I found that process is a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be. And it wasn't an easy lift, but working with you, I found out that this was a way that we could help residents. So I do want to commend you and thank you so much for helping to keep residents in their homes. And then also thank you for offering me an alternative to introduce to make sure that residents stay in their home. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes, and hopefully this will bring a lot more to the community too.
Yes.
With us this is our first step.
Yes, because I do remember you said like at first people didn't even know it existed and we had well under 100 applications. And so now with the awareness that you're raising and getting more out there, that people will have the opportunity to see if they qualify for 50% off of their property taxes. And you said that right now they're doing the 2023 taxes, correct?
Well, right now they're paying off the 2023 as the foreclosure year.
Got it.
So,
Thank you for that clarification. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Madam Chair,
Yes,
I would like to have a little time with the assessor.
go ahead.
Thank you. So is it possible for you to come and have this conversation at a community meeting?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. So will it be proper to schedule through you, or do we have to go through Clyde to go through you? How does this work?
Probably have to go through Clyde.
Okay.
Or just Clyde and CC me, maybe,
Okay.
but we'll figure it out.
Madam Chair.
All right,
And-
great.
Or better yet,
Mhm.
if you contact Carla at the county and contact Robin, since she is the main person doing it, and then we can correlate that way.
Okay, so I don't know them.
I can share that information.
Do
We
you
have
have it?
Robin's information. Yeah, we
If you
can
have
share
Robin's
that.
information, yeah, share it with her. That might be the easiest way to go about and quickest to get it scheduled.
So what is her name?
Robin Temples,
Is it Robin Temple?
Temples, Teeples.
Okay.
Yeah, she's the one that's handling it through the county. So, and that gives her first real speaking engagement on everything. So
Okay, sounds good. All right, thank you.
you're welcome.
One more person, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Go
Madam
ahead.
Chair.
Yes.
I just wanted to say, can you make sure this is on the city website, the information?
Well, the application already is, and yes, Jason is involved in all of the PR that is going on, so that way he can make sure that we're getting it out as the city as well. So
Okay.
it's all gonna be a joint release.
All right, and that's all I wanted to
Yep,
say. Thank you, Madam
absolutely.
Chair.
Madam Chair. All right, how many people are it gonna be, helping?
Two this year. There's two people. So there'll be one at the county and one at Legal Services.
No, how many residents is this program helping?
Oh, well, we used to have, it was weird, 113 on the nose every year. Last year we had over 200. I'm not sure off the top of my head. This year I'm hoping to add about 300 is my goal. They don't think we'll get that many, but I think we will.
So we're trying to help every resident?
Anybody that qualifies
Okay.
is what I
Again,
would.
And I didn't hear what your qualifications was for this.
We're 200% of the federal poverty guidelines. So we are actually the highest in the county. Most people just stay at that federal guideline, but we double it for our residents.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you so very much.
Yep.
And with that, we will go ahead and close out this special item. It is now time for public comment. Members of the public who wish to address the city council or its committees must register before the meeting begins. A box was placed at the entrance to the council chambers for collection of registrations. No additional speakers or slips will be accepted after the meeting begins. Members of the public shall have no more than 3 minutes per speaker during public comment, with only one speaking opportunity per speaker. First public speaker, Madam Clerk.
First speaker is R.L. Mitchell.
Hello, City Council. I'm R.L. Mitchell. I live at 759 East Linden Avenue, and I have a whole house. Miss Robert Campbell, the property tax lady, well, she had just announced only got 2 in the county, and this time you're not going to take my house just because I was late paying my property. You took my house on 501 Laredo Street, East Laredo, because I was about a couple of hours late from paying anyway, them back in the day. But now I gotta, my payee make sure my property taxes are paid. Miss, Robin Campbell, I can't announce the name because the lady just made it. Anyway, just for the record, hello, New York. And I read the news the other day on how the New York News said, if it don't fit, you must have quit Donald Trump. But I figured we, the people, ain't got no Flint Journal no more. We don't know what's going on. But I went to the Mays Center this morning, and the United States done a display over their thing with them supersonic jets, fighter jets. And nobody mentioned, so I figured I better come down to City Hall because the meeting supposed to have been canceled. Davina said, I said, Davina must have made another a mess up down here. And to my surprise, we do have a council meeting, but the people's actually coming in there, taking people. I was watching the movie. They said, "What's that guy in there? We want to take his blood pressure. Give me 15 minutes." But they said, "No, we can take him right now." It's a black woman took, and the white man come talking, and she said, "Take off your sweater, sir. Take off, get off." And she said, "I said, how was it, sir? You got to have blood pressure. There's something wrong with your heart too." I said, "What am I supposed to do? See, when last time you saw your doctor?" I said, "About a month." He said, "Take your blood pressure." I said, "You take him 2 times an hour. Once a day." It seemed like, I said, "I didn't take him today." But she said, that's why they killing us people from, anyway, I want to say this to you, Madam Sack, to 6th Ward. I saw them come up here and it's all half-staff. Nobody didn't tell me nothing. I wondered, did what I gave you last week cost them half-staffs out there? Can't think of the name now, 6th Ward. You see, it's evidently nobody want to tell me the half-staffs, and the lady said, whispered. She said, a cop done something. I said, he missing. But I wonder if it's because and another cop got missing over on by the fire station on Pearson Road. They popped him for, and everybody just secret stuff. I wonder if the 6th Ward started it with that paper I passed out with them grand black. Anyway, stay tuned, America. You still are, we gonna still
Thank you. Next
These
public
cops
speaker,
gave
Madam
you-
Clerk.
The next speaker is Audrey Muhammad.
Good evening, I'm Audrey Muhammad, resident of the 2nd Ward. Just like to start out by saying I had a very awesome experience this weekend in Benton Harbor at the Michigan Black Summit. Learned so much there, a lot about civics, who's responsible, who you call to complain in your cities for different things, even down to where you call for the traffic lights and for lights out and lights on the streets. Also like to just say that while I was visiting there, our mayor was there and told a lie about the water being fixed. Anyway, when he told that lie, many of the people in the audience already knew it wasn't the truth. We know just the day before, he said that he would have the water lines replaced by this week. We know that's not true either. And when they asked us, because they knew we lived there, I said, how can he fix the lines next week when the ground is still frozen? So we know that that wasn't going to happen or not going to happen. We know in 2025, we was told they were already fixed. So I did write a post about it, and I did put it on Facebook, which it was shared by more than 50 people. There's no defamation of character, he said it. All of it was 100% factual. Nope, I ain't taking it down. No explanation. We have to stop allowing non-truths, to say it the nice way. But we have to stop allowing us not to be held accountable for things that's being said that's not true. It was even said to me, well, the EPA said it. Gretchen Whitmer said it. They told a story too. We, corrected that too. From when she was on the Breakfast Club, she didn't tell the truth. The water is not safe in Flint for us to drink, consume, or use. I still pay $150 at the very least for water filters to go into my whole house filtration system. I'm gonna be honest, you stopped the clock. Honey, it stopped. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know what it's about me about the clock. I don't know why it stopped, but it's at a minute 40, and it was at a minute 40 not too long ago. But anyway, I still have to pay for filtration systems to go into my house. In order for us, after a while, my skin starts to burn, and so do my grandchildren who use my water. I have 2 filtration systems in my house. I have one at my sink to make sure that we are getting clean water when we have to consume it for anything else. So I have the whole house filtration system, and I have the reverse osmosis also in there. I have filtered on my refrigerator. This is ridiculous. We should not be allowed, and I don't know if any of y'all missed it in civics class, because I think we all should have had it in school, but the council is not to go along to get along, but it don't have to be so controversial or fighting. But we need you all as council to stand up and hold the mayor accountable, because the citizens are getting ill. They're paying for it. And this ain't the first time that I put it out there about what's going on here, because if you look at the Final Call newspaper from December the 23rd, it's an article also in there talking about what I said concerning the settlement. Had no problem with saying we're disappointed. It's a slap in the face. And I'll close out by saying this. In 2013, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan did a lecture series called Time and What Must Be Done. And I believe it was episode number 26. He did it for about 56 episodes. He said, the liar and the lie. We have to hold the liar accountable. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who wishes to speak during public speaking? I'm sorry, next public speaker.
The next speaker is M. Young.
Good evening, council. I just want to talk about some housekeeping things first. Last week, when I was here at the meeting, it was a handout given out about some classes or something that the police officers will be planning on taking. Not sure if you guys are going to approve it. It would have been nice for us to see all the class options and things that they had. So if you can engage us and involve us when you do get new handouts, that would be nice. The other thing I want to talk about as far as housekeeping is thank you to the ladies. The ladies on the council are very engaged. When the people come up here, you listen, you're attentive, and you respond, and we appreciate it. We just want to get the men involved like that too. Engage with the citizens that come here. If we take the time to come, the gentlemen need to also engage with us on that. Second thing I want to talk about is the DPW director. So again, last week I asked that he would come and give us an update on the water pipe. So I'm hoping he's here today. We would like to know what percentage is done, how much more they have to go. The DPW deputy, I'm sorry, I'm not sure of his name. So especially with this news that at the Michigan Black Summit, it was stated it's done. So I would like a confirmation where we all can be transparent and know, yes, it is done. Or if it'll be done Wednesday. I don't know how that'll happen, but we'll see. ARPA, I'm gonna ask again, the Madam President, if we can get an update on what's available for ARPA. I asked last week. I don't know if you guys are gonna have that on the agenda today where the finance chair and the gentleman over the finance department of City of Flint can give us an update on that. Still talking about inclusiveness. Please don't put it on the back burner. There was a young lady that was here weekly, dedicated, coming here about getting something for the deaf community so that they can know what's going on in the city of Flint. I'm asking that we keep that on the agenda. And lastly, to the public and everyone out there, if people are running for elections, we should see them here engaged, and we should also be able to see and hear them debate without being controlled, a debate, including the mayor.
Thank you. Next public speaker.
The final speaker for this meeting is Tanya Jones.
Good evening. My name is Tanya Jones. I be coming down here advocating for my son that's part of the opioid crisis and the homeless now. Anyway, today I want to address a friend of Liddell's, allegedly. I guess his name is Ronald Prevelli, Preville. He put on Facebook, he says, Tanya Jones, it is not Flint's responsibility to take care of your drug addict son. You are the parent, put him in rehab. Can you stop with the crybaby act? Every meeting, grow up, you are the parent, not Flint. That's correct, I'm the parent. That's why I first came down here. Just like my father is my parent, Hubert Roberts of Black Lives Matter. So since he can't come out here and help me, I thought I'd come down to council and get help. But from the beginning, when I was coming down here with my moo-moo on and Liddell put on her page, I was coming down here to harass Machette. So my point is, obviously you guys don't get what people come down here for. I'm gonna keep coming down here. I'm glad I started coming down here because it opened my eyes up to homeless. It opened my eyes to the drug addiction. It opened eyes to what was going on. People need to vote. So I'm not mad about the posts. There's gonna be a lot of different posts. I like them. You know what I'm saying? So people are ignorant. You know what I'm saying? It's one big circus. My son, as I advocate for him, it's like I found Chris Deloney, I found Marcus, I found Travis, I found a lot of other people that need help. And I'm gonna keep on helping because obviously a lot of different people on the council was not helping the people. It's not about the people, it's about grant money. Just like family services over there on Court Street. I just got a PPO. I'm downtown handling some other business. Come to find out, Brooke Gall did a PPO on me. It didn't go through. But the fact of I'm down here for my son and somebody tried to do a PPO on me. So family services taking the money, paying the Regency for my son to continue to get high. But I mean, it's all like a money grab. I see it. I'm gonna call it out. I'm gonna keep on coming. But you guys keep doing what you're doing. Everybody make sure you vote. Have a good night.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, you said that was the final public speaker?
That's correct.
Thank you. It is now time for council response. Council members may respond once to all public speakers. Only after all public speakers have spoken, an individual council member's response shall be limited to 2 minutes. Is there anyone who wishes to speak during council response?
Madam Chair.
Councilwoman in the second ward, you have the floor.
Thank you. So just wanted to give that ARPA update. I submitted an email to the, to Seamus, to Councilman Priestley, as well as to the finance chairperson. And the CFO, big difference. She's a finance chairperson, requesting that they answer some questions about ARPA during the next finance meeting. So I put a special order on the agenda to make that happen. Not a problem. And so I posed a series of questions all the way down to, did they notify the individuals that have been selected for the community grants, all the way to the interest that have been obtained, because the money has been sitting there since 2021. So we assume that interest has been being accrued with the money. So where have those monies been going? So hopefully we will receive that. I haven't received a confirmation of receipt of the email, but I did send it, and I sent a follow-up again today. So looking forward to having that during the next finance meeting. And then next, I also would like to let the colleagues know that the YWCA, they have painted the room, and they have laid out the new linen, bedspreads, the new decor. And so we're waiting to see the fruits of our labor. So thank each and every one of you that have donated. That's Councilman Bouchette, Priestley, Johnson, and also El Alamin for making this possible, for really doing something for domestic violence victims and providing a safe place, a beautiful space. And then next, I also would like to highlight the fact that in the Village Shore Department, we know that we brought it up, but it kind of fizzled out. But I would like to give flowers to the University of Michigan Flint team and my team, and that's Dale Wayhill, the staff at the Lenora Crowdy Center, Dr. Lawrence Alexander, Melissa Winter, and Pastor Philip Thompson for helping provide housing for their students. And I will elaborate during the council meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who wishes to speak during council response? Okay. Seeing as how there's no one else who wishes to speak during council response, I will go ahead and take a second. I do want to thank Ms. Muhammad because we had this conversation last week about our water and the information being given about our water. I do want to make it clear, as someone who their primary responsibility is to test water. Let's make sure that what's going out about Flint's water is true and is accurate. I know that Mari shared something on her Facebook where they did get an email from Eagle also clarifying that they did not state that pipes were fully replaced or all they said was that like the water has been testing better. They have consistently said that message, but nothing was said about the pipes being fully replaced. I'm not sure, once again, where that AI image, where that source for that story, who their source was, but it was not any official in Flint that I know of, because we all have consistently said the same thing about our water. I do want to say the reason the DPW deputy, I'm not sure if he is back there, that is on me. I forgot to send the email inviting him and requesting him to speak during special affairs. So what I will do while I'm sitting here right now is send that email request for him to maybe join us, maybe at a government ops meeting or something, just for him to introduce himself. He was here once before, and the way that everything worked out, he didn't get an opportunity to come and speak, but he has made himself available. I want us to be clear. He's not ducking or dodging. He has been in the chambers before in his official capacity. We just, for whatever the reason, did not get to him that night. I think the item that he was going to speak on did not get separated, but he has no problem with coming and officially introducing himself. And I also want to say that we have not forgotten about the ICE resolution. We have not forgotten. With that, I will yield my time, and we can move on to, we have one item for special affairs.
Madam Chair.
We're going to go to the consent agenda. Councilwoman Priestley?
Full separation.
Full separation. All right, now we move to our one.
Madam Chair,
Yep, is there support?
I,
No, you said full separation. What's up? Oh, you're asking for the floor. I thought,
Yes.
okay, go ahead.
I'd like to make a motion to move 250414 back to legislative affairs.
Is there support? It's been moved and properly supported. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mr. Alamin? Dr. Lewis?
No.
Ms. Johnson?
Yes.
Ms. Priestley?
Yes.
Ms. Winfrey Carter?
Yes.
Ms. Burns is not in. Ms. Mashat?
No.
Mr. Pfeiffer is not in. Mr. Jarrett?
Yes.
The vote is 5 yes, 2 no.
The vote is 5 yes, 2 no. Resolution 250414-T, which is the Code Amendment Ordinance, Chapter 35, Personnel, Article 5, Working Conditions, has been moved back to Legislative Affairs. You mean?
Motion to adjourn.
You said,
I said legislative.
you
affairs,
did, and I
but-
was like, wait, that's not a thing,
Yeah.
but okay.
Legislative.
Thank you. It's been moved to legislative. There's a motion to adjourn by the councilwoman in the 4th Ward. Is there support? Moved and properly supported by the councilman in the 1st Ward. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Dr. Lewis?
Yes.
Ms. Johnson?
Yes.
Ms. Priestley?
Yes.
Ms. Winfrey Carter?
Yes.
Ms. Burns is absent. Ms. Mashat?
Yes.
Mr. Pfeiffer is absent. Mr. Jarrett?
Yes.
Mr. Alamin? Yes. The vote is 7 yes, 0 no.
The vote is 7 yes, 0 no. The time is 5:13 p.m. I hereby adjourn the Special Affairs Committee meeting. I do want to remind the residents, our next meeting is not scheduled to start until 5:30, so if you did not have an opportunity to fill out speaker slips, they will be available for you in the back.
No, not until I got here. I've been wearing it all day. So pull it up like this. And you got on the dress. What's the case? That's cute. I'm normally used to seeing you in Flint, right? Yes. It ain't look, I was like, it ain't hot, it's cold outside. I'm shocked. Oh, you got it. Oh. Oh, you got it. Yeah, right. And the boots. And the boots. Olives, green olives. Green olives. I wish I could eat those. So what did it taste like? Oh, do it?
What up, man? What up? You gotta turn right there, got a crooked. Y'all just made it came back. Oh, wow, Superman up there. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Channel 12. By the time you come out of your man cave, whatever, I mean, the mayor cave, mayor telling you when to come out, when not to. Come out when you want to. I wasn't here. That just goes to show what Attorney Fairman is going to say. She operated, talking about Flint and got your attorney back. And, you know, for real, you think, like I say, said, the word is right here. She said, I wasn't here. I was like, because she comes, she's like, I know her, thinking out of war, talking about taking her out of school. She comes, turn the upside down, be bold, and that's what we're talking about. And we just went on the so-called racial neighborhood. They don't want no darky downtown, a lot of people would come, and Miss Reese come in here, she's gonna get all the money, right? And all that, and just 12, and anyway, hello, congratulations on your, if you don't quit, you must quit. You in your own neighborhood, you want to call the shot, you kicked out the president in this fight, and put it in your own neighborhood, on my own, and you left us in America alone, while you boys fighting No, councilman was, Candace was just talking about people got the white people talk and straighten up the white situation. But anyway, in the meeting that this meeting was not supposed to be, she already canceled the meeting, or it was a private meeting last week. But the only reason I'm here is because I went to Mason over on Holmes Street, and this morning they had a fighter jet, the powerful jet, flying over the hills. Nobody even come outside. It was so powerful, and I figured Trump must be in place. And the reason why shit, that's why I'm down here. And sure enough, we got a council meeting. But she had canceled this meeting on the night. And she said it was economic. And anyway, that's the way they do us. They always think of doctor like Jim Jones personal crusade. If you're scared, go to church, and you think you're going to heaven, he's going to take you over into the with that purple sign and all that stuff. But the doctor, we black going to be on top, no matter what. This commission, we don't know, but we do know we don't be victorious. That's the word of Jessica. Reverend Jessica. Martin Luther King did get rolled off over the like he had something to do with it. If he got it right, but like I said, hey girl, I don't know what it's going to be. And this is what I'm telling you.
If I could have council members take their seats so we can start this council meeting.
That's the people down in the city clerk. She might as well be running the whole city like Miss Priestley. When her nephew told me she's done talking about castrating the donkey and there she goes, Beetlejuice. Candace Michelle, get ready to always trying to break up the form. And hey, hey girl, take this thing. Come on.
It is 5:37 PM. And I'm calling the city council meeting to order for the purpose of the organization of the city council per the Flint City Charter. First thing we will do is take the roll call. Mr. Alamin? Dr. Lewis?
Present.
Ms. Johnson?
Present.
Ms. Priestley? Present. Ms. Winfrey Carter?
Present.
Ms. Burns is not in. Ms. Mashat?
Present.
Mr. Pfeiffer?
Present.
Mr. Jarrett?
Present.
You have 8 members present. So the Flint City Charter states that the city council shall elect from its members a presiding officer who should be known as the president of the council. As always, I will call your name, and you will state the council member that you wish to elect as the president. Although the last meeting, we did mistakenly have an organization of council where we did have rounds. So we will still pick up where we left off at that meeting. So we will be starting with round 62. And the next person to vote would be Ms. Winfrey Carter. So we will start with Ms. Winfrey Carter.
Winfrey Carter.
Ms. Burns is not in. Ms. Mashat?
Candace Mashat.
Mr. Pfeiffer?
Mashat.
Mr. Jarrett?
Winfrey Carter.
Mr. Alamin? Dr. Lewis?
Winfrey Carter.
Ms. Johnson?
Candace Mashat.
Ms. Priestley?
Candace Mashat.
That's 3 votes for Ms. Winfrey Carter, 5 votes for Ms. Mashat. That means that Ms. Mashat has been elected as the president of the city council. And with that, Ms. Mashat will formally call this meeting to order.
The time is now, do I need to do that time again? Do I have to do it again? Okay, the time is now 5:40 PM on a Monday, February 9th. I hereby call this Flint City Council meeting to order. Roll call, Madam Clerk. I don't even have to do that again, but. I don't know.
Mr. Alamin? Dr. Lewis?
Present.
Ms. Johnson?
Present.
Ms. Priestley?
Present.
Ms. Winfrey Carter?
Present.
Ms. Burns is not in. Ms. Mashat?
Present.
Mr. Pfeiffer?
Present.
Mr. Jarrett?
Present.
You have 8 members present.
We have 8 members present. Madam Clerk, correct me if I'm wrong, we do have to fulfill the other offices this evening, correct?
That's correct.
All right, then we will move on to filling the role of the vice president.
Okay, and that will operate in the same way as the president. I will call each member's name, and then you will state the name of the person that you wish to elect as the vice president of the city council. And with that, we will start with Mr. Alamin. Dr. Lewis?
Leon Alamin.
Ms. Johnson?
Jonathan Jarrett.
Ms. Priestley?
Jonathan Jarrett.
Ms. Winfrey Carter?
Dennis Pfeiffer.
Ms. Burns is not in. Ms. Mashat?
Jonathan Jarrett.
Mr. Pfeiffer?
Jonathan Jarrett.
Mr. Jarrett?
Jonathan Jarrett.
That's 1 vote for Ms. Lewis, 1 vote for Mr. El Alamin, 1 vote for Mr. Pfeiffer, and 5 votes for Mr. Jarrett. That means that Mr. Jarrett has been elected as the vice president of the city council.
Congratulations to our new council vice president, Mr. Jonathan Jarrett. It is now time to move on to electing appointments for committee. I would ask that Ms. Judy Priestley be the finance chair.
Yep, I accept.
Thank you. Mr. Dennis Pfeiffer over government operations. And I don't have anybody at this time for legislative.
Madam Chair, I
Coun-
nominate Leon for legislative. He accepted that. It's up to you.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I believe that it is incumbent upon the president to
Yes.
appoint the committee chairs.
All right. Well, if there's no one else interested, Mr. Alamin.
Welcome aboard, sir. Hello.
Yeah, he accepted.
Mr. Alamin, do you accept? All right, thank you. So with that said, we now have our Flint City Council leadership. Thank you to all who have accepted your appointments. It's now time to move on to the Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Alamin, would you lead us in the pledge? Thank you. It is now time for the prayer or blessing. Before we get to that, is there anyone who would like to remember anyone at this time?
Madam Chair,
Councilwoman Priestley.
I'd like to remember our officer who died tragically yesterday, Officer Redmond, who was also a canine officer, as well as his brothers in arms and our police force. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else? Thank you. Is there anyone else?
Just say a special prayer for the entire Flint city, the city of Flint, please.
Thank you.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I would also like to remember Mr. Lewis Edwin Driscoll Sr., a prominent business owner in the city of Flint. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else? All right, Councilman in Eighth Ward.
I don't have his name, but apparently a Flint laborer also passed away.
Okay.
That we don't know the name, that they haven't been released yet. So it was a road worker laborer that passed away on the job.
You
So
said road worker?
road worker.
Okay, thank
When
you.
did he die?
Road worker. Thank you. Is there anyone else? All right, since there's no one else, I would also like for us to please keep the family of Richard Johnson in our prayers as well. And we send our condolences to his family. It is now time for the prayer of blessing. Ms. Winfrey Carter, would you please pray? Thank you.
Thank you. Bow heads. We bow our heads, humbled hearts. Dear gracious Father, we come right now in the name of Jesus, thanking you for this day, Father. Lord, we come thanking you for your grace and your mercy, Father. We come thanking you for your compassion. And Lord, we ask that you watch over each and every member up here on this stand, Father. We ask that you watch over the residents of the city of Flint, Lord. We ask that you bring us together, Father, as one, that we can work together, respect each other, be civil towards each other. Lord, it's time out for all the strife that we have up here. Father, please, I ask that we rain a special, special blessing over this city. Lord, please help each resident as they begin to look into what it is that they need that will make them whole and keep them moving in the right direction. Father, I ask that you bless the bereaved families. You've heard all of the names mentioned here tonight, Father. And so we ask that you add a special blessing to our bereaved families here in the city. Lord, I ask all of this in your Son, Jesus' name, we pray. Amen.
Amen. That was a beautiful prayer, Jerry. Thank you. It's now time for the reading of the disorderly person city code subsection. Any person that persists in disrupting this meeting will be in violation of Flint City Code Section 31-10, disorderly conduct, assault, and battery and disorderly persons, and will be subject to arrest for a misdemeanor. Any person who prevents the peaceful and orderly conduct of any meeting will be given one warning. If they persist in disrupting that meeting, that individual will be subject to arrest. Violators will be removed from the meetings. Are there any requests for agenda changes and/or additions? Seeing as how there are no requests for changes and/or additions, it is now time for public comment. Members of the public who wish to address the city council or its committees must register before the meeting begins. A box was placed at the entrance to the city council chambers for collection of registrations. No additional speakers or slips will be accepted after the meeting begins. Members of the public shall have no more than 3 minutes per speaker during public comment, with one speaking opportunity per speaker. First public speaker, Madam Clerk.
First speaker is R.L. Mitchell.
Hello, Flint City Council. I'm R.L. Mitchell. I live at 759 East Linden Avenue. And a moment of silence for the lost officers. I hear that's what I found out with the flags for just now, who announced it. Anyway, and the lost police dog what happened to get murdered on Sherman Street. My neighbor, when I first came out of high school, that's where I first lived at, and the neighbors that got killed in the thing. A moment of silence for. Thank you very much. And now, hello, America again. And to Ms. Priestley, like I say, you come in here the other week, we was talking, Miss Burns, yeah, that's her name. I'm Tanya Burns. I presented when Black Lives Matter came to Flint. I thought he was going to take care of all this killing and stuff around here, but he automatically disappeared for some reason. I guess he probably got attacked for. I'm wondering, was he in that bunch what put a casket over the mayor's house? And I don't know. I mean, and the mayor jumped on. Anyway, I want to say about this situation about the police jumping on we the peoples in Flint, and I wonder if Miss Burns, since she ain't here, she caused this situation in Flint because it happened to be about the police situation that killed my friend Robert. Can I get the name out because it sounds like Neely's name? I can't think. Anyway, she was also my friend and my neighbor on Austin Street. It was a call out in Grand Blanc to see about her nephews and her family out there. And then the next thing you know, I know somebody said she got killed by an officer. And I told Ms. Byrne about it. She said she'd be on it. I wonder if this has something to do with the officers. You see what's going on in Flint? All this stuff, people think they're getting away with it. It comes right back to them, and then like they jumped on that little teenager boy, and spraying his food with that bear spray with them up, then throwing him in jail for 3 days, and everybody thought it was just hush hush. And now the internal family trying to get on it, and Miss Priestley represent them, so she didn't know nothing about it. She was out of town. She represent like she hang a black man upside down and cut his balls off. She the one who invented that stuff. I was trying to watch a movie, Rosewood, and they interrupted my movie, talking, "Hey, sir, could we take your blood pressure?" Every time I never watched that movie all the way through because they say, "You people like your kind ain't not supposed to watch movies like this." That's what Miss Priest. Anyway, say to it, America, you junkin' heathen.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Clerk.
Next speaker is Audrey Muhammad.
Yep.
This is Audrey Muhammad again from the Second Ward. I'm gonna have to reiterate, this is interesting. Some of the selections is very interesting. This is gonna be an interesting year. Accountability, accountability, accountability. Let's start with some accountability. I still say what was said. I don't care what AI said, what none of that other stuff said. I know what I heard said. Channel 12 reported it, what I said, and I stick to it. I won't let anybody invalidate what I said. I said it. He said it. Flint water is fixed. No amount of lead in the water is safe. No amount. So if one home is testing, it's too many. My water is not safe in my home. My skin tell it to me every year that it's not safe, because if I don't get a filter put in there, my skin burns and I get rashes. My grandchildren itch because the water is not safe. My filters pull out everything out the water. It pulled the copper out. It pulled the fluoride out. It pulls the chlorine out, because ain't none of that safe really in the water. It pulls the pharmaceuticals out that's not taken out of it from the water plant. The pharmaceuticals, when people dump the pharmaceuticals in the sewage system, it comes out in the water. So my filtration system takes it all out. And once it gets dirty, as the filters was that I had put the pictures up a couple of years ago, my water is no longer good. I don't care what nobody testing. Tested for the arsenic and stuff in the water. Remember, my daughter started that program, and she actually introduced that program up there. She did it, and she tested the soil around here. It's arsenic in the soil. It's a lot of things in the soil that is not good when you're getting ready to grow your gardens. Get your soils tested to see if it's okay for you to grow it in there. It's not safe. Make sure you're watering your garden with safe water. Get a filter. Go to Edible Flint. Sometimes they have those filters for you to use to water your plants. That's removing the stuff. It's not safe. It's not safe. America should know it's not safe. We've been screaming this for years. Atlanta got the same problems. Other cities got the same problems. Problem outside of Mobile, Alabama got the same problems. The water is not safe. I stick to my word. Nobody will be able to invalidate it.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Clerk.
The next speaker is M. Young.
Good evening again, council. Congratulations to all the new position owners. Congratulations, everyone. First thing I want to talk about again, some housekeeping. I want to thank the ladies for always engaging with the community members that come and talk to the council. I'm asking the gentlemen to please also engage with the public that take the time out to be here. The next thing I want to talk about is the classes that the police officers are planning to take, if you guys approve them taking the classes. I would like to ask that one of the classes that that if it's not on the list, because we didn't get to see the list, it would have been nice for the public to see what classes were offered, that they take a mandatory legal and policy workshop on civic processes. They need to know how to engage in this city council. They really need to. Another class I'm asking that they work on is meeting facilitation and crowd management. How do you safely control a crowd? Those are the type of classes that if they're going to be assigned to working in city council, they need to have that class before they're allowed in here. Okay, we have a lot of past instances of people getting warnings and arrested. And now we have a new body, we have new leadership. And I'm asking that everybody continue. Over the last 6 weeks, not one warning has been put out to the public that has been in here. Prior to 2026 and 2025, there were warnings after warnings and arrest after arrest and warnings. And our council person in the 5th Ward asked last week, why is this not full? Why do we not have all the residents in here talking? You chased them away by giving out the warnings and arresting people. So what I'm asking the new leadership, our new chair, our new vice chair, all of you guys take a class on conflict resolution as a council, and be gracious and don't give out warnings like potato chip bags. And just also get our police officers trained appropriately. And please get us an ombudsman and ethics and accountability board for the new people.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Clerk.
Next speaker is Tanya Jones.
Good evening. I want to start off by saying congratulations, especially to Mr. Jarrett. Second of all, beware when it comes to Candace, beware of wolves in sheep clothing, and make sure you guys get out there and vote. Voting is important. I'm here again advocating for opioid. Been asking since, Leon, you've been here, you got 150,000 of the opioid money. I ask, like, why? I go out here, I meet these people. My son is okay. If God called him home, guess what? He's okay, because I'm doing the best I can as a mother. But I go out here, like when I leave, I'm supposed to be feeding the people today, but I chose to come here today, address this, I'm gonna feed them tomorrow. But these people need the money. So if you're talking about what you do for the community, my son ain't never been in prison, but you supposed to work with the people that get out of prison. These people are homeless. So certain grant money is supposed to be there. Make sure it goes where it needs to go. I don't know you, never met you. My father know you better than I ever would know you. But I'm saying do it, put the money where it needs to go for the people. So I'm a trust the, I'm saying, as it go. Jerry, but Riffy Carter, she's, retiring. She's gonna leave. And as Mr. Jarrett, I just feel like, it's safe. And another thing, again, please vote. I'm going to keep saying vote. Make sure you vote. That's the power in it, is vote. I'm not saying I was up here. I didn't know all about all this that's going on. And I'm thankful God, everything happened for a reason. As for my son, he brought this attention. It's not all bad, womp, I'm saying? He's part of the opioid crisis, but he opened my eyes up to what's going on. So some things have to work for bad to turn for good. Because no matter what, he's going to be okay. But I want to say again, you guys, make sure the people, if y'all hear me, make sure you vote and come back down here. Don't let them run your way. Don't let them have the power to, treat you like nothing. I've been put on people's page. I've been talked about. Liddell gave the guy that put me on Facebook, for his 63rd birthday, you gave him an award. But you can't respect what I come down here for. Allegedly, you're supposed to have an autistic son, so you should understand guess what your child gonna grow up. So I'm being a voice for, guess what? Everybody, kid. If I can help anybody, if anybody want to call me and ask me what to do, Eric Mays guide me, Ken Scott guide me. So I had people come along my life and guide me to help with the community what I can do. So if anybody that I can help them and guide them along the way, I'm gonna go feed the people, and we all can come together, work together. And again, congratulations, Mr. Jarrett, and beware of wolves in sheep clothing again when it comes to Candace. Have a good night.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Clerk.
Next speaker is Patricia Ramirez.
Good evening, council members. Congratulations on your new appointments. My name is Patricia Ramirez. My address is 2610 Lakewood Court, 48507. I'm Ninth Ward. My councilman is Vice President Jarrett. I came today for the purpose of giving heartfelt thanks. I didn't come to fuss at y'all. I came to thank you. I came to thank the council members who have helped me resolve issues the past 2 years that I've experienced as a landlord and a resident. I had just relocated to Flint in 2023 after working on the road for the last 12 years as an international labor organizer. Before I came back in 2023, I had never actually lived in the city limits. I didn't really know how to navigate problems within the city. I considered myself a resident of Flint, a quasi-resident of Flint, because I worked at Hurley Medical Center for 32 years, and I was also the secretary-treasurer of the Greater Flint AFL-CIO. So I was connected at the hip to Flint. I own a townhouse located at 318 Sheffield Avenue in the 6th Ward. In 2024, I had a problem getting a city-owned tree removed. The tree was about to fall. I had contacted various departments with no help. I contacted Councilwoman Burns. She got it done in 2 weeks. She's not here today, but that was a flower I was giving to her. I would also like to pass a flower over to Dr. Liddell Lewis. I don't know how you found out about our event over at Cummings Park for trick-or-treating, but you came and you brought children with you. We noticed you, we saw you, and we appreciated that. My biggest bouquet of flowers I would like to pass over to Councilperson Mouchette. I had a real serious issue. The issue was people shooting into our homes on Lakewood Court. They shot from the Lippincott side of the lake. The bullets were coming into our home. It happened about 4:30 p.m. I called the City of Flint Police, did not get anyone there till after midnight. The next day, I called and rung every elected official I could think of. No one contacted me back except for Councilwoman Mouchette. She put me on the track to get things done, to get a resolution, and because of her, I have joined that neighborhood coalition you told me about, Southside Neighborhood Coalition, so that I can be further instrumental in helping my community and neighborhood. I appreciate you all, and I thank you.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Clerk.
Next speaker is James Moore.
James Moore, 2nd Ward, still here in the city of Flint, because I want to be here in the city of Flint. But I want to say this here to the mayor. I came out there to your open house for the water. I heard all the repairs, and thank you for fixing, our water clean holding tank that for years had the roof rusted it out and all the bird poop was going into our clean water source. But with the money that did come in, I thank you for taking care of that. But by the same token, one thing I don't understand, with all of the repairs that you have put into our water outlet out here, our main source of water, they fix these buildings and spend money to do it, and then they come back and say they need to put a new building in line with the system. Well, I don't understand. If you knew that, why did you fix the money to fix it? I won't call out the councilman's name, but I will call out the words that he said. If it don't make sense, stop spending our money. And we've done a lot of that this year, in the past couple of years. I'm down for you, but we got to stop and think to get through this, because we're tired of seeing money wasted in the city of Flint. We wait 14 years for our people to get $1,000. When you know that ain't right, you the mayor. The governor know it ain't right. All of our senators and Congress people, and they all know this ain't right. The nation knows it's not right. You didn't rip off the state of Michigan. You ripped off everybody in America who paid those taxes to help take care of a water problem that's done took 13 years to get handled. And we gave out pennies. That's probably the reason why they got rid of pennies. But we're people in Flint. We matter. We're Flintstones. We're still going to stand. And this is a message for everybody in the city of Flint. Voting's going to be coming up, so start thinking about it. Do more than think about it. Come out and vote. Have a good night.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Clerk.
The next speaker is Claire McClinton.
Well, y'all took a baby step with elected officers. Good for y'all. We're gonna see if that's gonna make a difference. We'll see, but at least you did that much. But today, I just want to make some announcements. Wednesday is February 11th, which is White Shirt Day, where you celebrate the victory of the sit-down strike of 1937. And we try to do it every year. And trust and believe, you did not have to be or do not have to be an auto worker to have benefited from the sit-down strike. And so we've got to acknowledge that, and we've got to learn from that. That was an epic David and Goliath fight. And the little people won. General Motors, the biggest corporation in the world at the time, but the little people won. So Wednesday at 11 o'clock at Local 651, there's going to be a program celebrating White Shirt Day. Later that evening at Mott College at the Regional Technology Center, we're combining White Shirt Day with Black history and the role of Black labor in the expansion of the labor movement in the UAW. Now, there's a picture on this flyer of Roscoe Van Zant, and we should all know who Roscoe Van Zant was. He was in Plant 4, and that's where the victory was won against the mighty corporations. Roscoe Van Zant carried the flag out the plant in victory. Now, first of all, Plant 4 didn't enter the strike until February 1st. On February 11th, they said, Roscoe, you take the flag out. Now, why did they do that? Because they wanted to telegraph a message that the union was for everybody. That's why they had him to carry the flag out. Unfortunately, we haven't lived up to that dream, but that was the attitude and the purpose of that situation. We're going to be also showing the film Brothers on the Line about the Ruther brothers, and finally, we'll be showing some of the struggles in Detroit of Black workers who were trying to make the union more fair and just, having wildcat strikes and what have you in Detroit. So we really want y'all to come out, and time's up. I hope y'all know where the next meeting of the water rate is, the 25th of February.
Miss Claire, can you announce those two dates again, the two locations for the February date, for February 11th?
Sure. The morning celebration is at 11 o'clock at UAW Local 651 on Robert T. Longway. And the evening event, 6 o'clock, is at the Regional Tech Center on Mott Community Campus. That is right next door to the Cancer Center off of Robert T. Longway. It's in that building. And the third date is the 25th of February, and I can send that to y'all. Gleba will be meeting to decide to raise the water rate.
Thank you.
Y'all.
Thank you. Can you make sure you get that third thing to Davina to send to us?
Okay.
Thank you.
The what?
The Gleba date.
Okay, we'll do.
Next public speaker, Madam Clerk.
The final speaker for this meeting is Shaquindra Brown.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Good evening to council. My name is Jaquindra Brown. I am a resident of the 7th Ward. I wanted to talk about investment in our children's education. According to recent reports by the Michigan Department of Education, there are around 10,000 students that live in the city of Flint. However, only 2,605 of them are attending public school in the city, 20%. Only 20% goes to public school in the city of Flint. And of that 20%, over 70% of them are either African American or economically disadvantaged. We currently live in a system that treats our schools like companies, where the education you have is highly dependent on where you are born and the money that you have. Because of the number of Flint students attending public schools in Flint, it is estimated that Flint loses around $100 million a year in state aid due to our students seeking education somewhere else, according to a recent EVM report. We currently live in a cycle that the more a school loses funding, the more students leave, which continues a downward trend of funding for such schools. Council, although I recognize the efforts that have already been done to invest in our schools, including the recent grant funding from the Michigan Department of Education, I want to ask for additional consideration in our upcoming budget in June, if possible, for increased focus on our public schools. When it comes to making our schools more accessible, giving them funding for giving schools more equipment based on teachers' needs and school boards' recommendations/concerns. Students should not suffer based on economic hardship. We need to show students that Flint schools can be the best schools by investing in Flint's future. Thank you.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, you said that was the final public speaker?
That's correct.
All right, seeing as how that is the end of public speaking, it is now time for council response. Council members may respond once to all public speakers, only after all public speakers have spoken. An individual council member's response shall be limited to 2 minutes. Is there anyone who wishes to speak during council response?
Madam Chair,
Councilwoman in the 3rd Ward, you have the floor.
we'd like to thank all the residents who spoke on today. And again, we do work for the people. We would like for you guys to come down, voice your concerns, your thoughts, and let us see what we can do to help solve your problems. We're here to work for you, and we want to make sure that all the residents knows that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Madam Chair,
Councilwoman in the 4th Ward, you have the floor.
I appreciate your concern over the Flint schools. However, the Flint City Council, nor does the city have anything oversight for the school system. That's directly towards the Flint Public Schools. And I would suggest that you may attend one of their the Board of Education committee meetings. And I think those are on Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm not sure the date, but it's on the websites. And they are listening like we are. And I know that they would like to see an increase in pupils for their own schools. And it's important that we support our Flint students. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who wishes to speak during council response?
Madam President?
Councilwoman in the 2nd Ward.
All right, so I would like to acknowledge a few individuals. The first, we had the condemnation of the Village Shore Apartments, and we saw that we had plenty of families there. They were living in inhumane conditions, sewage issues, bed bug infestation. And so I am proud to report that we were able to keep our finger on the pulse until the last person was exiting the building. And so the last person was a student, a local student here at Mott Community College. And so we were able, and when I say we, I'm talking about with the help of County Commissioner President Dale Wayhill, the staff at the Lenore Crowdy Center, the help of Dr. Lawrence Alexander, the Chancellor of the University of Michigan, Melissa Winters over the student housing, and Pastor Philip Thompson, he was able to obtain housing downtown. And so now he has water, he has electricity, and it is a safe environment. And so I would like to thank everyone, including those that went and dropped off water at the apartments to help out the family members. But everyone that stayed glued in and tuned in until the last person was able to be removed from those apartments and they could seek shelter during the winter months. So again, I would like to give a big shout out and major flowers to County Commissioner Del Wayhill, the staff at the Lenore Crowdy Center, Dr. Lawrence Alexander, Ms. Melissa Winter, and also Pastor Phil Thompson for coming together for the betterment of the community. And we will make sure that we acknowledge them at a later date for all of their efforts. And we would like to wish the student nothing but success as they continue to better themselves and be a positive example in our city. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who wishes to speak during council response?
Madam Chair,
Councilman in the Ninth Ward, Mr. Vice President.
thank you. I'd like to start by thanking my colleagues for the vote of confidence in me to do that which I can to be of assistance in leadership. I'd like to thank the residents who support both vocally and within the chambers of their own prayer closets. Your support, be it again verbal and present, and or that support that you give by way of prayer is appreciated. I try not, or yeah, I guess I'll say it that way. I try not to do a lot of extra talk for the sake of extra talk. Yet I do recognize and acknowledge that sometimes I do need to speak in order for others provide comfort that they are being heard. So yes, concerns are being heard, even though I may not speak to each concern that's brought forward. You are heard, and there are things that are attempted to be done for the benefit. Some of them are manifest by way of actual change, and some of them may be outside of my purview to actually make happen, but we do that which we can to at least bring it forward, and we will continue to do so. So again, thank you, colleagues and community, for the support that you show.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who wishes to speak during council response?
Madam Chair.
Councilwoman in the Fifth Ward, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. First, I would like to thank the residents for showing up. Those of you who come every week, you're here. Thank you. Thank you for being engaged. And I am going to reiterate, the residents, this chamber should be full. And I know Ms. Young, Michelle Young, I heard what you said at the podium. However, no one, this is your chamber. The chamber is for the residents of the city of Flint. This is your chamber. And no one should chase you out of this chamber. You should show up. You should show up. This is why corruption has seeped into our city, because you're not showing up. You got to show up and you got to speak. You got to. Now, it's election season, and I'm just going to say, keep your eyes open and your ears open. Watch the movement in this city. And you better watch everything that's moving, and you better watch everything that's not moving. Okay? Because this is real. It's real. And that's what I have to say. No one should force you out of these chambers. This is your chamber. You should be able to come to that podium and voice your concerns, your issues, and your opinions. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who wishes to speak during council response? Seeing as how there's no one else who wishes to speak during council response, I will take some time. I first want to say thank you so much to my colleagues for your vote of confidence in me, for giving me the opportunity to serve as the president. Ms. Winfrey Carter, I want to thank you for a beautiful prayer over the chamber this evening. One of the things that you said that stood out was about the prayer of unity in this council and us doing better. It is my goal, and I am committed to doing better on this council and making sure that there are clear 9 voices, and when we have to be, one voice of unity. And so it is my intent to learn from past missteps and make sure that we all work together as one full body. I do thank all of the residents who have come out this evening. Ms. Young, I thank you for, keeping us on track, keeping us on task, and giving us things to do. So I really do appreciate that. I thank you so much for the resident who made her way here to make sure that she gave us flowers and said positive things about several different council members and acknowledge how we all did help her. To our new vice president, I look forward to leading this council with you and to just us making things better. And to my colleagues, once again, thank you for your vote of confidence. And I do echo the sentiments of so many who wish for us to just operate as one council. So thank you for the opportunity. With that said, I will yield my time. It is now time for the consent agenda. What is the pleasure of the body? Councilwoman in the 4th Ward.
I make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
There's a motion to approve the consent agenda. Is there support? Moved and properly supported by the councilman in the 1st Ward. This is also including the presentation of minutes as well. Are there any separations? Seeing as how there are no separations, this is the vote to approve the consent agenda. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mr. Alamin? Yes. Dr. Lewis?
Yes.
Ms. Johnson?
Yes.
Ms. Priestley?
Yes.
Ms. Winfrey Carter?
Yes.
Ms. Burns is not in. Ms. Mashat?
Yes.
Mr. Pfeiffer?
Yes.
Mr. Jarrett?
Yes.
And the vote is 8 yes, 0 no.
The vote is 8 yes, 0 no. The consent agenda has been approved.
Madam Chair, motion to adjourn.
Mr. Pfeiffer, if I may, because I think there's always some room for like 2 minutes for council comments in the back. If I may, if you all don't mind. I just want to take 2 minutes really quickly. Because I would be remiss if I did not, one, acknowledge the past president and her efforts and her strides to help the council get to a better place. So Councilwoman Lewis, we do thank you for your service. And with that said, there is a motion to adjourn by Councilman Pfeiffer and is supported by Councilman El Alamin. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Dr. Lewis?
Yes.
Ms. Johnson?
Yes.
Ms. Priestley?
Yes.
Ms. Winfrey Carter?
Yes.
Ms. Burns is absent. Ms. Mashat?
Yes.
Mr. Pfeiffer?
Yes.
Mr. Jarrett?
Yes.
Mr. Alamin? Vote is 8 yes, 0 no.
The vote is 8 yes, 0 no. It is 6:27 p.m. on Monday, February 9th. I hereby adjourn the Flint City Council meeting.